Hi Chewies, here's Alexandra, and welcome to the second part of how to paint an Ultramarine. As you can see, I have primed the miniature now in white and stuck him on a cork with some tack, some poster tack, and now we will go on with the paint job. Well, I was asked why don't I prime him in blue with, for example, Army Painter blue spray primer. It's simply for the fact I want to show you guys how everybody could paint this, and not everybody has access to colored spray primers, so I primed him in white. The first thing we will do, we will cover the whole miniature with a very thin layer of Regal Blue. It is watered down at least 2 to 1 with water, and as you can see here, it gives the whole miniature just a slight indication of this blue color. This color is thin enough so that you don't destroy any detail of the miniature, but it is thick enough to give it a colored indication. So I will finish now this job and let it dry, and we will be back in a second. And there we are back. As you can see, this first very thin coat is now dry, and it must be completely dry for the next step. You may wonder, this marine looks now very cloudy and it's an ugly paint job, but at this stage it doesn't matter. It's just there to give it a slight indication of the blue color. And now what we'll do now is completely ink the whole model, or give it a wash with barred up black wash. And you may think, well, this is more ugly. This is not an Ultramarine. Trust me, we will get there. We will get there. Just be patient and follow my instructions, and your Ultramarines will look good. Simply give it a whole wash, and keep in mind you don't create too many bubbles. To get rid of them, you can pull them away with your brush, or you could simply blow against it and destroy them in this way. But what we are making here is simply painting in the shadows of the miniature. And now we have a good starting point to really paint the miniature. This is what I suggest or call the real base coat of the miniature. This is the starting point. All the stuff that comes before is preparation. And you may wonder why I haven't attached the bolter yet and the backpack. Simply for the fact that you have an easier access on the stuff behind. So, but when the first real color coat in the next step is applied, then we will attach this things, and the Ultramarine will start to look complete. So this needs to dry now, and I'll be back in a second. And there am I back. And while the other parts are drying, we are going to paint now the bolter completely in black. Simply apply the paint on the whole bolter and leave the fingers from the Ultramarine spared out. So it's a very easy step. First paint the front side. And then after it is dried, turn it around and paint the back side. Well, and while this is now drying, we will go ahead and paint the chest eagle here with a first coat of tin bits, because the chest eagle will be gold afterwards, and tin bits is a good base coat for that. And so simply paint it in. And we're doing this step right now because in a few moments after the first coat of color is applied, we will go ahead and glue the parts together. And right now we are able to paint these parts. So this tin bits layer is done. Now we will go ahead and paint here at the backpack. There's little rivets also in tin bits. Just like that. You see? So the border should be dry now. Now we go ahead and paint the rest in black. Turn it around. It's easy as that. And when we come back, folks, we will start to paint the ultramarine in the first painting coat. Be right back. So Chewies, now it's time for our first real coat of blue color. For this purpose we take a 50-50 mix of ultramarine blue and regal blue and apply this color as the real base coat and prime color of the miniature. Be patient to keep the cracks and crevices that we have painted previously with a butter black ink in black, that this is kept in black, because otherwise you will destroy your shadows. So it's very easy. Just simply paint with the tip of your brush the color in. And as you can see, the color is very good covering over this blue-black undercoat we have previously created with a thin regal blue wash-like color and then the butter black wash. The coverage is very good, as you can see. So I will go ahead now and paint the rest of the marine in this blue color, and after that I will attach these parts to the marine, and we will see us in a second. So Chewies, and there you see now the first base coat completely applied, and he actually starts to look now like an ultramarine. What I'm going to do now is paint the cork parts of the base now in black. That's also a very easy step, and I mustn't record everything. In the next video you will see the base completely in black. And we'll see us then in the next video of how to paint an ultramarine. See you, your Alexandra.